16 environmental activists who were imprisoned over the past year will appear before the High Court on Wednesday, seeking to have their unduly harsh sentences quashed by England's highest judge. The appellants, involved in 4 separate cases, will present their arguments before a panel of judges led by Lady Carr, the Lady Chief Justice, in a full session of the Court of Appeal. They contend that judges have ignored decades of precedent by imposing lengthy prison sentences for non-violent protests. A number of celebrities are expected to join hundreds of protesters outside the court, while organizations like Greenpeace and Friends of the Earth are providing legal support, describing this as a crucial legal test regarding the right to protest. Supporters argue that the sentences handed down to the appellants, which range from 20 months to 5 years for various acts of nonviolent civil disobedience, are excessive and disproportionate. They claim these sentences are a result of a politicized crackdown that undermines democratic rights. The sentences under appeal include a 5-year term given to Roger Hallam, co-founder of Extinction Rebellion and Just Stop Oil, for participating in a Zoom call to plan roadblock protests on the M25. A 3-year sentence for Larch Maxey for occupying a tunnel outside an oil terminal in Essex in 2022. And a 2-year sentence for Phoebe Plummer for throwing tomato soup on the glass-covered sunflowers painting by Vincent van Gogh at the National Gallery. Among the appellants is Gay Delap, 78, who was recently recalled to prison because government contractors could not find a properly sized tag for her wrist. Supporters have dubbed the group the Lord Wolney 16, highlighting that their lengthy sentences followed a report by crossbench peer Lord Wolney, who was appointed advisor on political violence by the previous government. The report called for groups like Just Stop Oil and Extinction Rebellion to be labeled as extreme protest groups and subjected to stringent restrictions similar to those applied to terrorist organizations. It is quite unusual for the Court of Appeal to combine applications from so many different cases, a move that observers believe underscores the significance of this matter. Nonetheless, Carr previously upheld lengthy sentences for 2 Just Stop Oil protesters who blocked traffic on the QE2 motorway bridge over the Thames, arguing that such sentences were justified as a deterrent for others considering similar actions. Zoe Cohen, a spokesperson for Extinction Rebellion, stated, "Every citizen should have the right to effective protest. It's a crucial part of democracy. These excessive sentences are designed to dissuade people from protesting. The laws enabling these sentences were crafted by think tanks funded by corporations, oil money, and the obscenely wealthy. The same entities responsible for brutal inequality and driving us toward extinction. Greenpeace and Friends of the Earth have been granted permission to intervene in the appeal specifically regarding 5 appellants, including Hallam, who were jailed for organizing protests on the M25. However, the organization stated that their submissions are also intended to assist those involved in the other related appeals. In addition to arguing that the sentences are excessive, the groups contend that they violate human rights legislation, which mandates that sentencing must be proportionate when fundamental rights, such as the right to protest, are at stake. Locking up peaceful protesters has no place in a tolerant society, said Katie DeCawe, a senior lawyer at Friends of the Earth. Ariba Hamid, co-executive director of Greenpeace UK, remarked, "These lengthy sentences for peaceful protest make it difficult to view modern Britain as the kind of mature, tolerant culture that our parents and grandparents experienced. Hopefully, cooler heads will realize that we might be throwing away something of great value for the sake of avenging an inconvenience."